Welcome everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin update today. Alright, so what are the odds of Bitcoin moving and breaking a particular resistance? Because there are two things. Number one is when I say Bitcoin, I think that Bitcoin has probability of going down. It has some corrections to do, but that's what Bitcoin is looking like. When you look at many altcoins out there, altcoins are saying that we are literally down and we do not want to go down anymore and we want to push to the upside. Bullish divergences out there, continuation patterns are being formed as well. So even if I was to say that, all right, Bitcoin does look like it wants to go down, by the end of the day, you never know what happens. But if Bitcoin is going to go down, you're going to think like, okay, a lot of structures are going to be lost, which doesn't really make sense. Now, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, we're still pumping back up to this resistance that was there yesterday. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just made another touch again with Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is at 29,491, and right now it seems like you're trying to make a pennant here, but it doesn't make sense to make a pennant right next to the resistance because you're still touching that resistance once again. Now, what I'm trying to say here is that we could have chances of Bitcoin actually pushing above this resistance and making its move all the way to $37,000 as well. Because why not? You know, you're still on the daily trying to hold the EMAs, right? I'm still getting that vibe that Bitcoin might also end up, for the first time, hold the 55 because the bull cross is already confirmed. And this, for the first time, you're potentially retesting the 55 successfully ever since forever. You have never made a successful retest of the 55 EMA ever since this time right here. So let's take you back to history. Here we go. So up here, you made the support of the 55 during this bull run. You can see you never really lost the 55 EMA back in the days. And then as soon as you start to lose the 55 EMA right over there, you ended up making that huge bear market one, try to get above the 55, but you couldn't hold the 55. If I zoom in right there, the 55 pretty much failed to hold. And then from here, you again went under the EMAs, and then you try to cross all the EMAs, got rejected, came down, came here, got rejected. You got rejected there as well. And then it just kept on going on and on. So here you came up, you came down to the 55, you lost a little bit of the 55, then you pushed to the upside. And that's pretty much for the first time I've seen Bitcoin really saying that, hey, you know what, I'm just going to touch the 55 and boom, I'm maybe looking to continue to push to the upside. Now, even though you have a high frequency doji right over there, right, but you're now again crossing the 10 and the 20 as well. So you're crossing the 10 and the 20, but not only are you crossing it, but you're also making a bullish closing and a bullish statement from the buyers as well. So the technicals are speaking that maybe that could be the continuation of a bull run. Who knows? Maybe we're looking at the bull run or the beginning of a bull run potentially, which and I told you, I'm not even surprised because once again, you have a very big falling wedge and you have a technical target, $69,000. And that's why I'm keeping on to, I keep mentioning again and again in the channel that this is the road to $69,000. And what happens in between, you make corrections and whatnot, doesn't matter. Now let's put it in a simple way. Let's come in here to a very blank screen right now and let's talk about it, okay? Now you see, the chart is pretty much scattered, okay? It's scattered in every manner and you don't know what exactly is going on. The water bottles are placed in a place where water bottles are not supposed to be placed. Actually, the computer is being kept in a place where it's not supposed to be kept. For example, you're putting a laptop in a kitchen. It's not the place of a laptop, and you're putting the water bottles in a computer desk. You can put it there. But you see, what I'm trying to say here is that everything is shuffled right now in the market. where you try to take corrections, you're not taking corrections and you just keep moving up. Maybe that's one of the biggest signs we're getting for bull run, and that's why the sentiments are shifting from bear market to a bull market. You can see that in a bear market where you have bullish things, you don't play them out, they just keep going down. And where you have bearish things in a bull run, they just don't go down, they keep moving up. It's just the reverse psychology. It's something I've seen before. It's something that is there, and that's just how bull run really works, and that's cool if you look at it. Now, on the smaller time frames, you won't even understand what to do anymore, and that's why we come up with positional trading, and that's long-term trading. You see, now what I don't know what's going to happen in the middle, right? All I know is that I got a pattern and I follow a pattern. I trade patterns. So this is my pattern. This is the technical target of the pattern. So we bought it when it was breaking out. We're looking for $69,000. Now how it goes here and there, you don't know. And as a trader, you must be able to have funds for positional trading, right? And as a trader as well, have funds for short-term trading if you think you can do the short-term trading as well. So you're taking advantage of all the situation instead of just going on short-term and this and that and living the long-term, even though that's more fruitful as well. Now be a part of the signals, which is private, and it's going to close in the next 2 days as well, because that's where the whole fun is. That's where I'm guiding properly to the people. So make sure you're a part of it. And that's it for this update. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.